Tuesday morning, it's McCollum on Business. I'm Stephen McCollum, and for the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to get you updated on the business world out there. We're still kind of in a limbo here on the Iran war situation. I don't know how much longer that's going to take, but some things are happening to the market today with not a lot of news coming from that side of the world. We'll get you updated with the market watch, stocks we're paying attention to, of course, all the local and national stories that you need to know as well here on this Tuesday. Let's not delay it all. Let's get right into that market watch. Well, the problem here today is the 30-year Treasury yield tops 5.18% here this morning. Highest level since 2023 and continue to go up, which means also mortgage rates are going up, which is also going to help suppress that housing market that we're just waiting to open up here over the last couple years as well. Treasury yields is the big story today, and that's causing the markets to be way down as well. Dow Jones is down 240 points right now to 49,424. S&P 500 is down the 40 to 73.59. The NASDAQ, well, it's down as well, 142 points, 28,953 for the NASDAQ. And then the Russell 2K, even the small cap index, down 51 points here this morning. Yeah, that's trading at 27.29 as of now. Now, Bitcoin continuing. Now, it's still at the same level as yesterday, but obviously continuing to be down. 76,696 as it fell down below that 77,000 level for the first time since earlier this year. I think it was January, if I remember correctly, but Bitcoin right now in that 76,000 level. These yields going up in these levels, they went up on Friday in huge amounts and now up today to 5.18% for the 30-year Treasury yield. Well, all of that is threatening the bull market here today with the drops happening. So it is things that everybody's paying attention to. It's a concern as well here on the market. And then you've got the stocks we're paying attention to today. Home Depot's the first one and the big one here. They did their announcement yesterday. Now, I'll tell you this. They were up earlier. You're going to see a lot of stocks that were up when the market opened or shortly after the market opened be down because of this sell-off with Treasury yields doing what they're doing. So Home Depot is down 1.47% here, but about 30 minutes into the market opening. It's not based off of them, though. It's based off of this broader sell-off with the Treasury yields. But Home Depot did report sales and profit beat expectations yesterday. Earnings of $3.43 per share. Well, it was above the $3.41 that was expected by the analysts out there. The revenue was $41.77 billion. It came in above the forecasted $41.52 billion as well. Now, even then, Home Depot in their report, as I saw, they said that the shopper, their core shopper, I should say, well, they say their core shopper is resilient in the face of higher gas prices. Their sales actually rose about 5%. Now, Home Depot did report as well. So they're saying their shoppers still in their shopping. Now, we're talking core, so these would be the remodelers, etc., home builders, people that buy from their assorted companies. Yeah, so sales rise 5%. Gas prices, they say, aren't affecting them at all. Home Depot, the biggest name in the stocks here this morning. Then we got Amer Sports out there. This is the parent company. They do Wilson and Solomon brands specifically. They're up 4.15% here this morning. They reported first quarter results that did, in fact, top analyst expectations. 38 cents per share. Well, the estimate was only 31 cents per share. Their revenue was $1.95 billion. Well, that forecast was only $1.84 billion. The parent company of Wilson and Solomon brands, well, they're up 4.40% based off of that news here today. And then we're going to look at a couple stocks in tandem. First one we're going to look at Blackstone. Why are we looking at Blackstone? Well, they're down 0.57% here today. But they said Blackstone was going to invest $5 billion in equity capital into the new artificial intelligence infrastructure with Google. They're going to go together on this as well. Going in $5 billion investment. Well, the other stock we're looking at with this is Alphabet as well, because they're pairing up for this new AI infrastructure company, 2.18% down for Alphabet as well. So um, they were, like I said, with this broad share off or sell off we're having with Treasury yields right now. Everything, well, except for Amerisports, a lot of things are turning and trending down here in this first 30 minutes of the market being opened around those Treasury builds. Earlier in the trading day, when the markets opened, I see when it opened, they were both around 0.7% increase here as well. So this broad treasury yield concern sell off is affecting individual stocks out there, obviously, as well. Later on, we're going to look at Shake Shack. We're going to look at chip stocks, Seagate, NVIDIA specifically, in terms of what's happening with those chip stocks here today as well. And then you got that treasury yield. And chip stocks have been very volatile lately as well. And those treasury yield going up to 5.18%, obviously affecting chip stocks today as well. So we'll check into all of that out there. But first, we got to go national here or international, right? President Trump threatened these bigger tariffs on the EU because they weren't following through on that trade agreement that was negotiated last year. Well, as of this morning, the European Parliament approved limits to duty-free steel imports into the European Union. It's all that move is designed to protect the steel excuse me, the steel sector. I don't know why I can't say sector today, and increase its capacity utilization to 80%. Whew, big words are tripping me today, folks. So the EU lawmakers voted by 606 to 16 in favor of the measures. 39 people actually abstended from the voting. The measures going to take effect on July 1st. So what's going to happen is the EU is voting to reduce its tariff-free steel imports by 47% from the 2024 levels. They're doing that to 18.3 metric tons per year. For volumes above that 18.3 million metric tons, tariffs of 50% will apply at those levels. Right now, it's currently at 25%. The EU will apply stricter rules on melt and pour traceability to determine where the steel is originally from and avoid circumvention of tariffs, which is a big concern there of President Trump when these deals. The European Commission will set quantities of duty free steel per country by July 1st. Lawmakers, well, they say the measures are designed to shield the EU from overproduction, which is what President Trump said the new tariffs going into effect, if they don't curb this, was the reason behind it overproduction and hurting the U.S. steel market. But many people have expressed support for maintaining higher volumes for Ukraine specifically, as they're still in that war with Russia over these last, was it 4 or 5 years now out there? The main sources of steel imports into the EU last year, well, it was Turkey, South Korea, Indonesia, China, India, Ukraine, and Taiwan as well. So the EU is doing those curbed appeals that President Trump threatened those larger tariffs on. 606 to 16 vote there to amend those rules and happen and get that stuff taken care of. So we'll see where it goes from here in the tariff wars that continue to happen as well. And we talk a lot here in the past about the buy now, pay later services. Like I said, I use it quite frequently when I go to Target. That's just because I order all my stuff on Target and my wallet's like downstairs and I'm upstairs. It's just easy to click on it, four payments done, right? You don't have to worry about it. It just takes it out of your bank account. It's easy to me. Pay a couple of them off early if you remember to log in and do it. But that's why I use it. It's just easier than me going downstairs. I'm lazy, right? To get my wallet and things to that effect. Where we're learning more and more people are leaning towards those services over a credit card. More than a quarter of Americans sometimes or often turn to buy now, pay later purchase plans when shopping online. Many of them are doing so to avoid racking up credit card debt and paying the 30+% interest rates on those credit cards. Just over half of Americans surveyed, which is about 51% in this Gallup survey, told these Gallup researchers that they have tried installment plans at least once. 10% of respondents said they use them often, while other 17% report doing so occasionally. And I only order from Target like once a month if I'm lucky. So it's usually paid off by the time I use it again if I don't pay it off early and things to that effect. You got to be careful though, man, because those If you get 12 of them at $25 a month payments or whatever, those add up quickly, higher than what a minimum payment would be on a credit card, for instance. It'll suck your bank account dry if you're not careful with these. The Gallup study concluded that lower income Americans are more likely to rely on the programs, as well as people who do not feel they have enough money to live comfortably. It also noted that those who are more concerned about meeting the minimum payments on the credit cards turn to payment plans, either as a way to avoid increasing credit card debt or as to buy items when their income is tight or their credit cards are maxed out as well. More than half of the people in this survey who are worried or moderately concerned about their credit card debt, well, they have the highest usage rates from such plans, 57% and 52% respectively. The Gallup research did show that fact extended across all income groups. Lower income individuals, though, are more likely to have concerns. High income people, well, they're worried about their credit cards using payment plans more frequently as well. And that's the thing, right? Uh, Paying so four equal installments taken out every 2 weeks from your bank account, instead of having that larger payment just sit on your credit card and kind of have to worry about paying that off at that point, right? At the end of the month. Americans who do feel like they do not have enough money to live comfortably, they take advantage of these buy now, pay later offers frequently or occasionally at a far higher rate than those who do. 16% of those who say they can live comfortably will at least occasionally utilize the plans, while nearly half of those do not use them. That's 46%. No, like if they don't charge interest on them. Like I said, I forget which one Target uses. But they don't charge interest on it, so I'm just like, doesn't cost me anything. Let's do it, baby. I don't have to go get my wallet. Sweet. The survey behind this was done by Gallup. April 1st to April 15th was the time frame. It included 1,024 U.S. adults who are members of its panel. They were not asked what they bought or how much they spent in this deal. My average Target purchase, because I go like once a month, is probably around $100 or so. Just quick, easy. I don't have to go downstairs or I don't have to go upstairs to get my wallet, vice versa. It's just easier sometimes from that side. But you do got to watch them. You do have to watch them. I don't utilize them in lieu of credit cards. Use them in lieu of me being lazy. Yeah, put it that way. A California jury on Monday, big news here. They found OpenAI's co-founders, the CEO Sam Altman and president Greg Brockman. Well, they said they were not liable for having allegedly unjustly enriched themselves by turning the once nonprofit company into a for-profit business. This is all that Elon Musk lawsuit out there. We have resolution to this. Now, they say Musk filed the suit outside the statute of limitations is the reason why they say they are not guilty. So a technicality got them out of the situation, and Elon Musk lost this lawsuit. Obviously, Elon Musk was a fellow co-founder of OpenAI. He's now the Tesla CEO, SpaceX as well. That's going to do its IPO here coming up as well. Well, Musk initially sued the pair, as well as OpenAI and Microsoft, who was one of the biggest backers of OpenAI at the beginning, claiming that he had donated money to the startup to help get it off the ground. Specifically, Elon Musk has donated the money with the understanding that it would remain a nonprofit. Musk indicated, of course, that he will appeal the verdict to the Ninth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals. He did that in a post on X. He said that the outcome is a, quote, calendar technicality, unquote, rather than the ruling on the merits of the actual case. Yeah, it's outside of the limitations of the guidelines to file these types of lawsuits. So that's a calendar technicality, I guess. During the 3-week trial, Musk's lawyers worked to paint Altman as deceitful and untrustworthy. Musk's attorney flatly asked Altman under oath in cross-examination whether he thought he was truthful and if he had ever misled the people that he works with. Well, this lawyer also repeatedly referenced Altman's ouster from the OpenAI board in 2023. At that time, well, the board, when they ousted him, said Altman wasn't consistently candid with its members. He was reappointed to the position just a few days later. OpenAI's attorneys, well, obviously they countered that, but they also said Musk brought his legal claims, his lawsuit, past the statute of limitations Multiple witnesses testified that Musk didn't condition his donations on keeping OpenAI a nonprofit organization. The AI startup, as we all know, ChatGPT parent here, it's in an all out race to go public before their rival, Anthropic. Well, that's also rumored to be planning its initial public offering by the end of 2026. So they're in a race for that. This lawsuit does have to end before they can go with an IPO as well. And so we'll have to see what the Court of Appeals does. But at least as of now, 3 week trial just for them to find that it was outside the statute of limitations. Couldn't figure that out before the trial, I guess, is my question, right? I don't get it. Hey, we got a real life Jurassic Park thing going on here, folks. There's a biotech company, and its sole job is to aim to resurrect lost creatures. Yeah. Well, they said yesterday that it's hatched live chicks in an artificial environment, a development that was met with mixed reviews from scientists and critics of a de-extinction mission. That's right, folks. 26 baby chickens, ranging from a few days to several months old. They were born from a 3D printed lattice structure that mimics an eggshell. Yeah. This is a company called Colossal Biosciences. Colossal previously announced it had genetically engineered living animals to resemble extinct species, including mice with long hair, like the woolly mammoth, for instance, or wolf puffs. Yeah, they take out after dire wolves as well. Colossal, this is what we need to do, right? I mean, has nobody seen Jurassic Park? Really? Colossal CEO Ben Lamb said the artificial egg technology could one day be scaled up to genetically tweak living birds to resemble New Zealand's extinct South Island giant moa. Those eggs are 80 times the size of a chicken's. It would be difficult for any modern bird to lay. How big were the animals that they're that big of eggs? Independent scientists say the technology, while impressive, it is impressive, well, they say lacks some of the components to be truly considered an artificial egg. This is where we get into the technical stuff. They said the idea of reviving extinct beasts is likely impossible. Well, again, who hasn't seen Jurassic Park, right? To hatch the chicks, Colossal scientists poured fertilized eggs into an artificial system. They placed them in an incubator. They also added calcium that's normally absorbed from the eggshell. That can't be here because the eggshells are artificial. And they imaged the embryo's development and growth in real time. They could see inside of them as well. Scientists say Colossal has designed an artificial eggshell with a membrane that allows the right amount of oxygen to get in, which is what a real egg does. But other components of an egg, things like temporary organs and that form and nourish and stabilize a growing chick and remove waste, well, they aren't included in these artificial eggs. So that's the technicality that people say. But again, folks, I don't know. I've seen a lot of Jurassic Park movies. Hey, we're just going to add this invisible frog to this dinosaur that can kill people. Anybody? Jurassic World? Y'all keep doing you, I guess. When we come back here at McCollum on Business, we keep it rolling. We got a couple stories coming up. You Lionel Messi fans, yikes. Got a treat for you if you want to get this here coming up as well. And later on the show as well, we're going to end with a food story out there, barbecue story. If you want to stay with us here, McCollum on Business, we'll do local stories next with a look at the market, as well as stocks we're paying attention to. Again, chip stocks coming up and Shake Shack. Come back and join us, would you? McCollum on Business, Tuesday edition. And we're back here, McCollum on Business Tuesday edition. Appreciate you joining us today. 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. Markets are open unless something crazy happens out there in the world, and we're not here, which is rare to happen. But we're here, of course. We look at all the business news. As soon as we're done here, we get the show up on demand as well. If you can't catch us live on YouTube, TME Media AZ. You're going to want to subscribe to that page for our live programming. Some things we got coming your way here starting this summer on air stuff and live stuff here as well coming up on that page. Everything's on demand on Rumble as well, including the Real Matrix, rumble.com/user/TME Media. And as I said, there's a little buttons there that says channel on it as well. You click on the channel, you can click on which show you want to watch. Just kind of breaks it down for you. As I know that main page can be a little convoluted. That's all Rumble does, not us there on that main page. Of course, all of our programming is over there, including the Real Matrix, comes out on Fridays at noon. New episode coming out this Friday as well. The Real Matrix has its own podcast as well. The Real Matrix, Angry Patriots, all you got to search for those of you that rather listen to that show. Of course, as soon as we're done here, we go into the main event live, 8 to 10 a.m., Robat TV, YouTube as well, TME Media AZ. Folks, catch us live, me and 17-year NFL veteran Dale Hellestray, or, of course, on demand on YouTube or Rumble as well at TME Sports Show there on X. And then, of course, the podcast system. You can search TME Sports Show or the main event with Steven or the main event with Dale. It pops right up for you. For those of you that do listen to the podcast as well, we appreciate that very much. Pit stop this week. We got a big racing weekend. Indy 500, Coca-Cola 600 as well coming up. Well, folks, it's probably going to come out on Friday this week because of graduation and all of that stuff this week. So stay tuned at the Pit Stop Talk on social media or, of course, TME Media AZ. We're going to have that announcement out here as this weekly schedule with the high school graduation of Ethan is coming into light here this week. But there will be a show this week because of big racing weekend here with the holiday weekend coming up as well. So that'll be, of course, on demand at YouTube and on Rumble as well. So, folks, it's a great time to be a part of this. We'd love to work with you as well. If you're interested and need something to do, just reach out to me on any of the things, TME Media AZ, etc. Love to put something together with you as well, monthly, weekly, daily, whatever you'd like to do out there. Just reach out to us here as well as we are continuing to grow. And it's going to be a fun summer here with some format differences and some subtle format differences and some additional things happening. That's why you need to follow the YouTube page, TME Media AZ, for those changes coming up. And, folks, share us with your friends as well, if you would. Now, with all that being said, let's get back into that Market Watch. Papa Mike says in the chat, oh, too much red today. Well, it's getting a little bit better here as the day's gone on. The Dow Jones right now is only down 121 points as we are talking about that. The S&P 500 is only down the 57 points right now, meaning it's not getting worse there for the S&P 500. The NASDAQ way down. Oh, that's worse today, 358 points down. Chip stocks taking a beating again today. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. Then you got the Russell 2K, that small cap index, down 53 points still here today as well. And then Bitcoin getting worse as well. Low 76,000 range, 76,304 for Bitcoin here today as well. And it's all because Treasury yields moved up to 5.18% for the 30-year Treasury yield today. That is threatening the bull market, causing this market sell-off today happening right now. First stock we're going to look at here, Shake Shack. Yeah, they're, hamburger chain. There's one out there at the Santan Mall. Drive by it all the time. Never been there, though. 6.53% up for Shake Shack today. 6 insider traders, meaning people inside the company, including the CEO, bought shares totaling about $3.2 million of Shake Shack. A regulatory filing tells us this as well. So the insiders have some confidence in this stock. They're up 6.53% based off of that news here today as well. And then the big one, of course, is chip stocks right now. Under pressure, sell off here today. Seagate's the first one we're looking at, 4.84% down. Memory names are having a sell off and continued sell off as well. Seagate's down to 4.84%. Nvidia also down, at least earlier today. Let's see what Nvidia's at. 1.40% for Nvidia right now, down as well. Micron's also down 1.7%. We don't have a graph for that, but just in that same category as well. So chip stocks been very volatile here over the last couple weeks, continuing that trend here today as well. So lots of things happening here on the market here on this Tuesday as well. So after this show, just don't even think about your 401k or your stocks or anything. Just ignore them for the rest of the day and enjoy the rest of your day as well. So and says and says nice edit on that comment, Steve. Thank you. Also says my son says you have to try Shake Shack. I know I drive by it all the time, and I'm like, and I just keep driving. I know it's right there. I drive by it all the time. I don't know why I don't stop there. I'll have to give it a try. We'll have to do a review of that along with the pico. You guys did the Nutella. I'm not doing the Nutella ice cream. I can't stand Nutella. But you guys did that. So I'll have to try the Shake Shack review then coming up as well. Hey, local stories that you need to know here. In Phoenix, well, select Amazon customers can now receive deliveries in under 30 minutes. Yes, this is a fast delivery. It's made possible by what Amazon calls the flex centers out there. If you are able to do it in a flex centers in your area, you'll know because it'll be an option when you check out. Now, it's very limited items in these flex centers. These facilities will be located closer to customers and businesses. They'll only be stocked with high priority items, things like fresh groceries, over the counter medications, kids' things like diapers, etc. And things. Yeah, Amazon specifically said they've seen people ordering children's cold medicine, or diapers, kind of thing where you need in a hurry, but you're not able to leave the house, right? Because you can't haul the sick kiddo out of the house. So Amazon's noticed that, says, hey, they may need this stuff now, but they can't leave the house to go buy it. So we want to get it to them as an option. So those are the items there as well. It's called Amazon Now. You'll see that in your app if you're eligible for it, if there's something in your area as well. It promises deliveries in under 30 minutes as well, folks, for those items out there. So I know it's not available out by me as well. So not available by me as of yesterday. I had to order a new phone case with my phone situation from last week, and it wasn't available for me. But I still did get it within a few hours, even out there by me as well. So hey, the APS is in for a big month here because they're going to get railed on a lot, right? Yeah. APS on Monday started its 6 weeks hearings for their proposed 14% rate increase. And of course, is the Corporation Commission is in charge of the rate increases for APS as well. So this 6 weeks, it kicked off with APS customers speaking in opposition. Protesters gathered outside the Arizona Corporation Commission downtown. Well, they're speaking against the 14% proposed hike. And they had record revenues and profits, folks. Yeah. Obviously, data centers are the number one common concern among the speakers providing public comments. Your personal rates are going up. They say, no, the data centers pay for their own data. No, it's still causing your rates to go up. They're lying to you, folks, is what they're doing. Oh, no, data centers pay for themselves. No, they don't. Your infrastructure goes up because their infrastructure on their side. You're paying for these data centers at your rates. The utility says it's seeking to set a specific rate for data centers and that the general increase is necessary due to rising infrastructure costs. Because of the data center growth, they have to install bigger infrastructure and newer infrastructure for you as a homeowner, causing your rates to go up. Now, according to the ACC's calendar, hearings are scheduled at the headquarters, which is over on Washington Street in, I think it's 12th Avenue area, roughly. But it's in hearing room 1, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. most days, Monday through Friday, through June 30th. So you can check their website if you're interested in getting your comment in there. I can't imagine Very many people are going in there going, I'm for the 14% price hike. The commissioner's final vote is expected to come in December. They will get a price increase. It'll just be what's the amount of the price increase. But even an 8% is too much. The data centers all over the valley, even if you're an SRP customer, if you're a Tucson Electric customer, your rates go up because these data centers are drawing more energy, meaning they have to do bigger infrastructure charges, which means their rates go up, which means your rates go up as well from that side as well out there. Yeah, it's tired of harping on it. I'm tired of our rates going up because of billion-dollar companies out there. Hey, so sports fans, are you ready for this? The 2026 FIFA World Cup, right? We're less than a month into it, 3 weeks or so away from it. I'm excited for it. I've already started mapping out the divisions, the groups, who's playing where. It's going to be a fun time. I'll be doing a lot of stuff about that. That's why you need to follow TME Media AZ. We don't necessarily do a whole show on it. We'll do some smaller snippets and stuff like that. But fans across the world, you know you're going to be watching one of the game's most iconic players. Well, they also happen to be the defending champions this year as well. Lowe's, they want to make sure that Lionel Messi remains front and center during this year's tournament. Boy, are they. Yeah, he's an 8-time Ballon d'Or winner. Well, he's a World Cup champion last time, defending champion. This is going to be his last World Cup as well. He's 38 years old as well. He plays, of course, for Inter Miami as well in the MLS as everything. Well, Lowe's wants you to have an opportunity to buy something to support Messi in your front yard and scare your neighbors. Yeah. Lowe's collaborated with the soccer legend on a new campaign ahead of the World Cup. Yeah, a 10-foot tall, lighted outdoor inflatable version of Messi, folks. You can have. First of all, it doesn't even look like him. First of all, I don't get that. It does have his tattoos, though, but the face and the hair is a little different. So it's a limited edition 10-foot inflatable Messi. He's decked out in a Lowe's soccer kit. Even features details like his tattoos. His hair is different. Usually slicks his hair back, not like that. So there you go, folks. You can get a 10-foot tall Messi. Now, here's the catch, though. It's not easy to get, limited edition, but it will be available in host cities here coming up on the 20th. They actually went on sale to Lowe's specific members yesterday. It's going to go for $99. As I said, members only access experience beginning yesterday on the Lowe's site. It'll be available across the 11 U.S. host cities starting on May 20th. Yeah. So you can get a 10-foot Messi if you'd like. Before we get into our last story here about food, because we always end on food for some reason, really quick on our chat here, Papa Mike said, Steve, frozen Nutella was surprisingly much better than soft Nutella. He goes, try a 4-box of cones. All right, I might have to try them. Regular Nutella, my kids eat that regular Nutella all the time. At least my daughter does. And just the smell of it makes me not like it and stuff like that. So, and everything. But I'm all right. Maybe the ice cream's better. I do love me some ice cream, except for Bluebell. That's not very good. I don't like Bluebell ice cream. Too weird. I don't get it. Hey, if you're a barbecue fan, I've been to this place. It's all right. I guess I should be more concerned about the other names on this list as well. But according to Yelp, you guys know how we do these stories. Yelp recently released its list of the top 100 barbecue restaurants in the United States. And a place over in Phoenix, 40th Street and University, earned itself the entire top spot. Yeah, that's Little Miss Barbecue University. There's 2 of them in town, but the one specifically on University, while it's located there, like I said, 40th Street and University, it was ranked number 1 on this Yelp list. It was based on the ratings and review volume businesses received from their Yelp Elite Squad members. So it had more than 3,000 reviews and an average rating of 4.7 out of 5 stars. It's listed on Yelp as serving Central Texas-style barbecue. They use Arizona white oak, pecan, pistachio, and mesquite wood to smoke its meats. The eatery uses smokers that are made out of 1,000-gallon propane tanks that the owners designed themselves. Get that goodness all through it as well. It's open Tuesdays through Saturday. Don't forget, not open on Mondays, folks. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Little Miss Barbecue, like I said, has the other location in Phoenix. It did not win this Yelp thing. The food's probably the same over there, to be honest with you. 7th Street and Dunlap is where you can find that other location there as well. That one actually is open Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. for them. They do have shorter hours on Sunday. Be aware of that also if you want to try this. But you go through this list from the Yelp, and what were there other Valley restaurants on that? Now, Little Miss Barbecue, number one. It's good barbecue, folks. It is. I'm not going to lie to you. That's good barbecue. Well, here's the other side of it. Number 8, Caldwell County Barbecue over in Gilbert. I question people's barbecue choices sometimes. I also got deathly sick after eating at Caldwell County Barbecue one time. So I don't necessarily favor that place too well. Did not feel well after eating there. It's a weird taste to it. I don't know if it's their sauce or how they prepare, but they got number 8 on the Yelp reviews there. Then you got Eric's Family Barbecue. Never been here. It is out on West Indian School Road in Avondale. A little far for me. Smoking Tiger Korean Barbecue over in Gilbert as well. So that's in Mesa. It's off of Gilbert Road, I should say there. Smoking Tiger Korean Barbecue. Number 61 for them. By the way, Eric's Family Barbecue is number 36. I didn't say that earlier. Number 83, Hoppa Food. That's over in Southern Avenue in Mesa. And then number 88, Bobby Q Biltmore. Yeah, on Camelback Road. Number 88. Bobby Q. Okay. All righty. People in their barbecue, I guess. There's better barbecue places than some of those I just listed there as well, folks. So appreciate you joining us here on the show as well. I'll have to try the Nutella. We're going to have to, Papa Mike says no on the blow up messy. Just for that, Papa Mike, I'm going to buy one for you and get it over to you. Have it in your front yard all World Cup long and everything as well. Shake Shack, we got to try. Folks, got a busy afternoon trying all these things. I'm not going to get to it all tonight. But, hey, folks, busy week here on the programs. Busy week in the personal lives with some high school graduation. School ends this week as well. Woo, busy times out there. But we'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. We roll right into the main event next, 8 to 10 a.m. here on TME Media AZ and Robat TV. Come and join us. If you miss any of the programming, we'll catch it on demand on YouTube, TME Media AZ, or on Rumble, rumble.com/user/TME Media as well. Papa Mike says, see you in 20 minutes. Yes, sir. We'll see you then. Have a great day, everybody.